my people? It's your girl Whimsical Amy, and we are back on the Ego Online with everything trending, everything entertaining, everything that is happening back to back. Before I get into my topic of the day, let me introduce. I'm sure you've seen her before with me. Her name is Effie, Effie the Cutie. Please say hi.
Hi.
So we are for those of you who are watching us, who are keeping up with us, you know that we talked about this with Darlington and Bonner Boy, Palava and everything. So yeah, he has been released thankfully after 5 days in the RRT prison in Abuja. But what I'm actually concerned about today is this, because basically what some people will argue about is that Speed Darlington was exercising his free speech right. He was just saying his own thing. So my question right now, my thoughts basically is, where does free speech and defamation, like where do we draw the line between the two? Because someone will say I'm talking my own talk, I'm saying what I'm saying, and it's defaming someone else. So what do you think about that?
I feel like free speech can lead to defamation dispute, especially when a public figure is targeted for their
So
statements.
they are more sensitive to the defamation.
Yeah.
I actually believe that I understand that point of, but also I feel like when we're talking defamation, that's why most reporters like ourselves we always use allegedly.
Yeah.
Like that allegedly is one that saves most people from you are defaming on me or we're just reporting what we heard. When you are defaming someone, you in fact don't defame anybody. Let's start like that. Don't defame anybody. If you are going to make allegations, be careful how you put your words, because that video of Speed Darlington was, you can see he was just talking his talk, he was just making his own point, but you were actually saying, so how many bottle of oil?
Yeah.
You have already made the accusation, so now you're just asking for confirmation. So when we're going to talk about free speech, respect yourself, fine, it's your right, but also respect the person you are talking about, you are
Exactly.
attacking, because like we said, there is free speech in Nigeria, but after freedom, sorry, there's freedom of speech, but you cannot guarantee the freedom after
Yeah.
after the speech. So my other point is, see in regard of this free speech stuff. You also mentioned where they said, when you said it's more sensitive with people in power.
Yeah.
There's that one too. Like, so you can be talking about your normal. It's a power dynamic basically. Like, what how you will say something to someone and they will not take offense is very very different from how you say maybe to a governor. I think there was a recent now Agbajalingo, yes, who accused one of the governors for diverting funds. It was an accusation. The normal thing would have been to prove that it was not true, that everything was, this is the legal process, this is what everything happened. But instead, because of who he had talked about. He was arrested. He was tried for terrorism, which was extreme. Like, really, why are you? He just made a comment. It was a comment. It was a comment, and then you now accuse him of terrorism. Where did the genuine?
Yeah.
Where did those two come from? So, this is like a warning to Nigerians. See, I know that all of us have social media. We can talk the shit we want to talk. We can behave yourself, because when you enter prison it's a whole different ball game. And so moving on now, to those people that like, okay, Speed Darlington now, well, he's a celebrity, he's a singer, but people that actually cross that boundary of free speech, especially to people that when they are attacking people of influence, people powerful than them, there's an actual effect on their careers. So I say, okay, the people did not attack them, but they are always, well, most times, not even say always, most times the recipient is always going to find a way to get back at them. And it's usually through their jobs, through their careers, you understand? You can see that someone is all of a sudden going down, they're not getting contract, their music are not blowing, especially when in this world now, entertainment and like, sorry, I'm talking too much. What do you think? What do you think?
I feel like when you're saying trying to express yourself in social media, be conscious of what you're saying, because most people, you might talk to them like insulting them in social media, they might ignore it. Some they might not ignore it. They'll find it more offensive.
There was even the post about Burna where I said that you guys should be making it easy for
Yes.
me to track you. People think that social media protects them. It does not protect you. We have all this IP address and accounts. It's see, accounts are very easy to be hacked.
Yes.
So you think you are in your bedroom, you are the boss of your phone. And when they come into your house, it's a whole different board game. Oh. So be careful. I see posts. That's one of the reasons why I'm very careful of that. Twitter. Twitter is a mad another is a mad place. I don't even like to put my hand in Twitter. But you see some things that people say, and I'm like, it's the fact that you are hiding behind your phones that is giving you guys courage. You see people talking about their president. I'm like, yeah, fine, it's free speech.
Yeah.
You can air your opinions without being there. Also, you just straight out just throw accusation. You just sat down in your room one day and you thought about something and then you now come out and vomit it out. No facts. No, you can be that is defamation. They can arrest you, sue you, and you end up in prison. It is
Sure.
defamation. Social media does not protect anybody. Just you think that oh we're so and so million people, they cannot find me. We're very, very advanced. This 21st century, we are very, very advanced. It's not hard. Even even a normal person can hack you. Forget even government. All they have to do is go online. How can I hack so and so accounts? Bam. It's not complex. So for all of us that are thinking we can hide under those and everything, we're done. For now, public reactions.
Public relation.
Yes. Sometimes public opinions is also a form of attack. This free we say that we have the right to free speech and
Yeah.
everything. But you see a celeb no, I'm not even not going from the celebrity to celebrity or someone popped. You see an innocent person like this northerner actress Rahama Sadao who posted a picture. Personally, I didn't see anything wrong with that picture, but according to their religion, it was
Yeah.
not
Not
it was
appropriate.
not appropriate for a nun, and they dug into this woman.
Exactly.
And I was like, why? I get it, it's not your religion, but the comments I saw, I'm not even going to say some of them, they were hurtful. And you do that because it's free speech. You can. You have the right to. You have the right to open your garbage mind and pour out your venom. Like, what? Let's come back and understand that these people that you are attacking, that they are attacking, they are human beings like you and I. They also hurt. The same way you will get offended by someone just casually insulting you, you now magnify that by thousands, millions insulting you, your comments. But I mean, guys, let's be humane. Me, I'm always preaching humanity and stuff. We're all human. You guys know, not even like you guys see your comments. You've gone on post, you see something like, are you a human being at all? I mean, I have to ask, like, how there's a question that someone used to ask me at workplace, are you depressed? Like, are you depressed? But I always feel like it's someone that is pained, that is angry, that lashes out
True.
in anger. So if you are angry, please don't spread hate, don't spread pain. We can say the government should regulate this, but it's not always on the government. We as a people have responsibility to ourselves.
Sure.
You understand? It's not a compliment when they say be your brother's keeper. It's not as if go and die for your brother or do some. It's the same. Just do what you want them to do to you. You don't want somebody to insult you without knowing the full story. Don't do that.
True.
I always had that. I've seen some really weird videos online now, and I'll just go through. In my mind, I say, okay, this is a very weird person. But you will rarely see me going on and not typing vitriol,
Exactly.
spitting vitriol because you want to hurt the person, someone you don't know, someone you probably never meet.
You'll never ever see the person before.
Like, where does that hate come from? So basically, I feel like all this free speech, freedom. I want to know, Sarah, I love my freedom, and I believe that everybody has the right to freedom. But sometimes I feel like some people don't deserve it. So we need like I want to say that the government should put a structure around it, but how do you even start putting a structure around something that they can immediately attack you? Yeah, when former president Buhari, when former president Buhari banned Twitter and it did not even work. It didn't even work because we had all the VPN and everything. But you know that outcry that how can the president of a democratic country be banning Twitter? It's really you're infringing on our rights and everything. I won't even get into the fact of why he banned it. Say he impounded on a Twitter regulation, fine. But in that kind of situation now, imagine if he actually said something serious and he had to ban or it was a terrorist stuff and he had to ban it. Like, where do we put the line between freedom of speech? It's not just something like you have the right or you have as your right, it's also your responsibility. It's something that you should take carefully because your word, one person's word, like a march can like the forest, can say one person, or some people that just say one very technical rubbish thing that can whip up a revolution starts like that. And the revolution is not the last, it's not the thing we need in this country now. We're already on hot potato as it is. Basically, what I'm just saying is for everyone that has a phone, which is basically everyone, even children have phones, have phones. Please be responsible. We know we have freedom of speech, we have freedom of movement, but as it is your freedom, it is also your responsibility. If my own advice to you guys, if you cannot say anything good, shut up.
Exactly.
If you cannot be constructive in your criticism, shut up. If it's only insults that's in your head, shut up. That's what I because the world is already a dark place. A lot of people, even as in you are in your house right now, you have something that is tricking you. You don't need another person from nowhere that you will never meet just coming to add insult on top of that. See, we're all angry in this country. There's no need to set gasoline on top of the thing again. So guys, like, what do you am I right talking too much? Or do you think I'm talking out of place? It's your freedom, yes. We all have the right to talk online, make noise. Yes, it's even good that influencers speak up on things that are not right. Like the NSAS, a lot of them came out
Exactly.
that spoke up. Fine, we have that. But we have, especially in Nigeria, let's be realistic, guys. This country, you need to be very careful of who you are attacking because you don't know who the godfathers, how many godfathers some people have. Eh? Be respectful, be careful, be reasonable. And if you don't have sense, pray for sense.
Exactly.
In fact, there's another that you want to write. You know when you're okay for the fellow writers out there, you're writing something, you're like, yes, how does this sound to you? Because what will sound normal and calm your head is not what the other person will be receiving. We have to be very, very sensitive, especially in the gasoline country that we have right now. Be very careful of what you say. Times are hot now. A lot of people are being under attack. You do not want to be dragged into their mess. I'm talking about we fellow masses. We don't have Godfather as backing us. So I beg. We don't want to hear a story of one normal civilian saying he insulted someone and then he went missing again for 3 days. Guys, be careful. I know most of us have these issues. We've come across several things like that. So let me know your comment. Let us hear your stories, especially those of our millennials. Is it millennials now? I know it's not millennials. I think it's boomers. All those ones that were in the military regime and stuff that actually understood when you don't have freedom of speech. Let's hear your story of what when someone talked out and the repercussions. It's because most people don't understand that we've been pampered too much.
Sure.
We've been pampered too much. Let's understand that as much as we have a right, it is also our responsibility. So let me know in your comments what you think, what you feel, what you believe. Am I wrong? Am I talking too much? Or do you agree with me? Please say it in your comments. And like, in fact, share and subscribe. You know that bell in front of that subscribe button? Click it too, so that when we give you interesting content, you will see it. Until next time, I'm Miguel, musical Amy, and this Efe the cutie. You don't want that. It's Efe the cutie. She's cute now. Alright. Bye bye.
Bye.